There's no greater picture of love than in a family. And if that love has been severed, marred, do something about it. If you are living out of fellowship in your family circle, stop short of nothing to reconcile. Some of you haven't spoken to your sons and daughters in years, to your parents. Some are carrying deep grievances. When God instituted the greatest love of all, He put it in the context of this first family. Gave us a picture of how this love expresses itself through the family. Story tells us, second, about chosen parents. You know, I love this account. We've heard it so many times. Luke chapter 1, verse 27. We find a mommy's name who is Mary and a daddy's name who is Joseph. I don't believe that God does things by accident. Your betrothal and marriage to that person that you love is a very deep spiritual thing. If you're a young person today worshiping with us, perhaps in Genesis or right here in the sanctuary, or perhaps you've stopped for a minute and you're worshiping by way of television, or you're on a live stream, or you're in some foreign country, and you're beginning to catch the eye of someone, be very careful. Because God doesn't play games when it comes to this issue of mommies and daddies. There's something rather remarkable. Why Mary and why Joseph? Why you? Why me? Of all the people in the world. Surely right throughout the fabric of their life together as husband and wife, notwithstanding Jesus, there ought to be wonder and amazement that God would have chosen us to be parents. I take that very seriously. I've often said to the ministry team of this great church, because I know this whole church believes that. We believe, you believe, that our families come before the church. Jesus first, family second, church third. You and I can gain all the fame and the fortune and the accolades of the world, but if we lose our family, what then? This past week, another great man fell from grace that Steve and I know. Someone held in high esteem. Someone known roundly. What does it mean to be chosen as parents? Where does that leave children? These are difficult questions, aren't they? They're tough ones. They're the ones that we don't want to address. There's something rather unique about Mary and about Joseph. This wonderful story tells us, number 3, about miracle conception. In chapter 1 and verse 28, and we know that, and I'm not here to speak to you today about the virgin birth, this incredible thing that happened. But I am here today to tell you that this picture of the first family reminds us that the fact that God gives us, a man and a woman, an opportunity to love together, to be chosen to be parents, to produce a life, what a miracle. That's why life begins at conception, because it's God's life. This miracle of birth brings into question what we're doing with it. It questions deeply the clarion cry of we, the American people, to demand our own rights. And to do whatever it is that we see fit with our own bodies. This whole issue of conception, life, the life of Christ. I was moved almost to tears as our team was singing just a moment ago, and we had that beautiful pictorial presentation of the Virgin Mary as she approached Bethlehem, and it was so beautifully depicted how she was taken gently by her husband and laid in that manger bed, pregnant with that child given her by God Himself. What a picture. This is a picture of a precious mother